When you store gas in your lab, it's important to understand all the risks that come with it. These can include handling risks, contamination, explosions, and asphyxiation. By using gas cylinders and dewars, the likelihood of these risks happening is increased. However, with a peak on-demand gas generator, these risks can be negated. If your hydrogen gas cylinder develops a leak, this can extremely quickly fill your lab with explosive gas, which risks reaching the lower explosive limit, or the LEL. The LEL is the lowest concentration of a gas or vapor that will burn or explode if ignited, and it can vary from gas to gas. In a small lab with a volume of 50 cubic meters, a 50-liter gas cylinder would have to release just over 2,000 liters of hydrogen to reach LEL. That's only 25% of the cylinder's contents. On the other hand, with the Peak Precision Hydrogen Generator, it would take 3 days to reach LEL because the hydrogen capacity is only 500 cc per minute. This is also assuming that no hydrogen would escape the lab in those 3 days. Though the likelihood of this happening is extremely low due to the built-in safety features of every Peak gas generator. While explosive gases pose an obvious risk, a leak from any gas cylinder, such as nitrogen or helium, poses a risk to lab personnel health through displacement of oxygen. This can result in the injury or possibly death of your lab personnel. If your lab's oxygen content drops lower than 18%, this can cause the loss of cognitive and physical function. When the oxygen content drops below 6%, lab personnel can experience brain damage, fainting, and even asphyxiation. Peak generators conduct constant internal leak checks to make sure your lab is a safe working space for your staff. Cylinders also come with the risk of physical injury. Staff should be correctly trained on manual handling to make sure the risk of injury is lowered. This can be time-consuming, expensive, and means lab personnel are not working on analysis while changing cylinders. If handled incorrectly, cylinders have the added risk of becoming a projectile. The high pressure of the gas contained in the cylinders can easily turn a cylinder into a rocket if it is mishandled. Peak generators come with the added benefit of requiring no manual handling once they have been delivered and installed. Your lab will simply be provided with gas at the press of a button. We have also included visual and audio alarms alongside pressure monitoring and automatic shutdown at high pressures. When this happens, you will know to call one of our Peak-trained engineers with Peak's visual support service so you can get your system back up and running safely and efficiently. Not only are Peak gas generators safer for your lab, they are more reliable, economical, and pure. With a Peak gas generator, you can reduce your LC-MS and GC downtime and keep your lab running as it should. Ensure your lab's safety with a gas generator from Peak Scientific. Contact us now to discover more.